Shalom. I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And through the Spirit, I'm just going to, the Spirit has me today in Deuteronomy, the 34th chapter, and basically showing when Moses was getting old and Moses, he died because right after he left, he led us out of Egypt. He was an old man. Moses was an old man, so he was in the wilderness for 40 years, all right? But he was 80 when we left Egypt, but 40 years. I've been on this earth 46 years, and the years go fast. You think back to when I was 26, and 20 years doesn't seem like nothing. So Moses, when he led us out of Egypt, he was 80, and he died 40 years after he led us out of Egypt. So let's read Deuteronomy 34. It says, "And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And Yahweh showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan." So he was on the top of the mountain Nebo, and he could see all the land, all right? He could see the Holy Land, which Yahweh had promised. He had promised us. He had promised Abraham, right? Let's keep reading verse 2. "And all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim, and Manasseh, and all the land of Judah, unto the utmost sea." So he had quite the view, you see. Yahweh showed him the Holy Land, which Moses never did get to dwell in the Holy Land, all right? Let's read verse 3. "And the south and the plain of valley of Jericho, and the city of palm trees unto Zor. And Yahweh said unto him, This is the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I have caused thee to see it with thine eyes, but thou shalt not go over thither." So he's telling him, he's showing him the land, but he says, but you're not going to go over, all right? Verse 5. "So Moses, the servant of Yahweh, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of Yahweh." All right. So it was really the will of Yahweh for Moses not to enter the promised land. Instead, it would be Joshua under his leadership, you see. But, just a quick fact. Our forefather Moses, he died in the land of Moab. All right. Verse 6. "And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Beth Peor, but no man knoweth of his sepulture unto this day." So it's a mystery where Moses' sepulture is, right, where he was buried. Verse 7. "And Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force." So meaning Moses still could see good, and his natural force going into his strength. He still had his same physical strength as when he was a young man. When he was in his prime, he kept his physical strength, you see. And Israelites, for the most part, you could just look around, and a lot of the Israelites, we hold up well, even in our old ages. I remember my grandfather. I remember shaking his hand when he was in his 90s, and I don't think I ever met a man that had a grip like my grandfather, who was 92. Literally just shake his hand. You shake his hand, it's just his grip's something else. But verse 8. So that's how Moses was. He didn't. His eyes weren't diminished, nor his natural force abated. All right. I mean, he kept his physical strength even as an 120 years old. Verse 8. And the sons of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days, so the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the sons of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses. All right. So Moses had a good successor. Joshua, he had a spirit of wisdom, just like, the brothers who are in this truth. That's what we're gaining, that spirit of wisdom, right? That's our spirit. Our spirit, because of this truth, is cleansing us. It's washing us, and we have wisdom. You see. Let's get that in Psalm 119. We're cleansing ourselves, and therefore, it's this wisdom that's making us clean. It says, Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. So how do we cleanse our ways? How do we become clean in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai? Is by taking heed unto the word. All right? And when you look into that phrase, taking heed, it means to listen or pay attention. Right? That's what we're doing. We're listening. We're paying attention. Brothers, we're focused. We're zoned in. And this is how we cleanse our ways. This is how we gather our oil. This is how we gain wisdom. All right? This is how we get a spirit of wisdom, just like our forefather Joshua, right? Said he was full of the spirit of wisdom. That's the goal, brothers, is to be full of the spirit of wisdom. Have that wise spirit on us. All right? Because the majority of these people, they ain't going to have a wise spirit on them, They're going to commit all kinds of abominations, just become filthy spirits, filthy souls. Let's keep reading Deuteronomy 34, and I'm at I'll read 9 again. It says, And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom Yahweh knew face to face. All right? Because remember, Yahweh deals with us through the Spirit, right? He might show us a chariot here and there, but none of us prophets have seen Yahweh with our own eyes, right? Let's get the count of Moses. And really, not even Moses got to see him face to face. It says Yahweh knew him face to face, but the Lord is too glorious for any man to look at. And we can prove that in Exodus. All right, let me see. Exodus 33 and 17, it says, And Yahweh said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. See? So there's another proof that Moses, Yahweh knows Moses' name, and Moses, when you know somebody, you don't just, it's not where they just know your name and you don't know their name. No, if you know somebody, then both of you are going to know each other's names. You see? So Moses knew Yahweh's name. He knows his Yahweh. You got all these people saying that we don't know the name. Give me a break. Moses knew the name of Yahweh just as Yahweh knew Moses' name. All right? It says, verse 18. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. All right? So Moses is like asking him to show him his glory, to show him himself, And he was like, when you look at that word beseech, he asked someone urgently and fervently to do something, implore, entreat, right? So he's pleading. He pretty much begged him, show me that glory, you know? Let's read it. Let's read what it says. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of Yahweh before thee, and I will be great and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. And he said, Thou canst not see my face. Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. You see? So Yahweh was like, even though Moses was begging him, hey, can I see your face? He says, hey, you can't see my face and live. If I, like, you know that term, that saying, if I tell you, I got to kill you. Or if I show you, I got to kill you. That's basically what it is. It's like, hey, if you see me, I got to kill you. I got to put you to death. Nobody can really absorb or withstand or oblige, Yahweh. We can't. It's just something. He's too glorious for us to look at. Would kill us. See, as a human. Now, when we're in our celestial bodies, that's going to be different. We're going to be, with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But right now, in this state, the best, it says there was no prophet in Israel like Moses. Well, let's go back to that. Deuteronomy. And there, verse 10, and there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom Yahweh knew face to face. So Yahweh knew him, but Moses, we just read the account where he told Moses, hey, you can't see me, and you can't see me face to face. If I show you my face, you'll die. So we're not, Moses was on a level where he was, Yahweh was literally speaking to him through the chariots and whatnot. And Moses saw the glory of Yahweh, but not like face to face. Like right here it says whom Yahweh knew face to face. It didn't say Moses knew him face to face, right? But you get the point. Moses was closer to Yahweh than any other prophet, you see? But again, Yahweh is too glorious, too magnificent for us to behold him, which that word beheld means observe, all right? Even though Moses beseeched him, which is basically he was begging and pleading with him to say, hey, show me your face. And Yahweh was like, it can't be done. So Moses, passed away. Let's keep reading. Verse 11, and all the signs and the wonders which Yahweh sent him to do in the land of Egypt to Pharaoh and to all the servants and to all his land, and in all that mighty hand and in all the great terror which Moses showed in the sight of all Israel. All right. So that's what it was. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they're not like, the modern Christian church, they paint God and so-called Jesus as these two nice, gentle white men, which is the extreme opposite of what Yahweh and Yahawashi really are, right? They're not two gentle, nice white men that, want to be friends with everybody and loves everybody. No, they're austere men. And there's great terror associated with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? Let's read it again. Verse 12. And in all that mighty hand and in all the great terror which Moses showed in the sight of all Israel, right? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is terrorful, even to look at Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, well, Yahweh, hey, it's going to be a terrifying thing, Just imagine a serious, austere, man with dark skin, brother with big hair, authority, a voice like running water, which is loud. Running water is super loud. If you stand by stand by rivers and you hear those rushing rivers, those are loud, So he's very, very austere, intimidating looking figure, all right? But, just wanted to jump in the spirit real quick. I'm about to go I'll grab a bite to eat. But, wanted to get in the spirit before I head out. So with that, I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. for teaching me this truth. Also, I want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the elect. Shalom.